If you like big fields farm, but you're looking for something a little bit more lived in, this is a great map. Cork County. Welcome back, everybody. Driver53 here, and I've got another console map tour of Cork County. Now, this was released on April 12th, 2021. It's by NinjaCurt, who's done some awesome, cool other maps for console. It's version 1.0.0.0, and it's 129.42 megabytes. So the description here says Cork County, it's Seasons mod supported. It's got 48 fields ranging in size from 0.146 hectares to 25.095 hectares. That's a massive field. 9 different transport missions with 25 possible transport spots. That's something a little bit different. Bulk refill stations at the vehicle shop. It says that some equipment will not refill from bulk though. Train system with 2 silos and 2 selling points. That's really cool. Large main farm area in new farmer mode only. 1 farmhouse with an extra garage, 1 farm barn, 1 medium shed and 1 large shed. 1 double bin farm silo with train loading and unloading. That's awesome. 2 farm silo extensions. Total farm silo capacity, 800,000 liters of any bulk type. That is amazing. To be able to get a bulk silo on your farm. That's great. 6 large forest areas. A BGA says you must purchase farmland to use it. To use it. You must purchase the farmland to be able to use it. 2 wood selling points. Sheds placed around the map to store goods or equipment. I'm all about that. That is amazing. Field jobs on fields not owned, which means contracts. 5 fields with grass missions. Awesome. Traffic and pedestrians. Very helper-friendly layout. That's very, very good also. 4 gas stations, so you're never going to have to run out of fuel. Water available at the green water hoses. Water available at the end of the boat ramp at the beach. All right, we'll take a look at both of those. And there's more. 63 farmlands. Empty lots available for farm expansion. Grass, bushes, and decoration foliage can be painted in the landscape mode. A total of 12 selling stations, each with different prices. All animal pens already installed on the map. New farmer mode only. A nice selection of starting vehicles. New farmer mode only. All right, well, let's jump over into the gameplay and take a look. All right, everybody, we are in the gameplay, and I want to start out here showing you the train. This train is really cool. So it's going to stop right here at your farm. And I highly recommend starting on new farmer mode with this. I do not recommend starting on the start from scratch or farm manager modes. And the reason is, let me go ahead and jump out, is this silo right here. You are not going to be able to place this in the exact same location on either one of those modes. So if you start on this mode, it's going to be right here. If you don't, and you start on start from scratch or new farmer or farm manager or start from scratch, you will not be able to place this. It will not let you put it over the railroad tracks like this. So if you want to be able to use the train, which I highly recommend because there are places that you can store grain along here, or you can sell the grain also. I highly recommend it. So what else do you have here on the main farm? You've got a really big shed right here. These are like base game ones. Look exactly the same. Super huge. You got some starting equipment in there. We're going to take a look at that here in just a second. This is going to be using a lot of the same stuff from Felsman. So you've got a house here with a garage. You come around over here. You've got another garage and another garage. So if you have a lot of trucks or cars, it's absolutely perfect. And then your house right here. So you're going to go right here. Boom. There's your sleep trigger. Perfect. Your shop is right next door. All right. So anytime you need to get, or your shop is actually over there, the red building. This is a sell point right here, actually. So yeah, anytime you need to get equipment, it's going to be right there. Absolutely perfect. Another really cool thing is you have a pressure washer right here that you're going to be able to use. No problem. All right. So it said the green hoses is water. So there's some water right there for you. And that might be salt too if you're playing on seasons. I don't usually use salt, but I see those around a lot more and more. You got gas going to be right here. So pretty close. And then this is a bulk fill station right here. So here's your herbicide. And for some reason you have liquid fertilizer and water in the same tank. Not sure why. But then you have lime, seeds, and fertilizer right there. And as he said in the description, some pieces of equipment, it's not going to work very well. And there's another water point right there. So there's your first 2 water points. We'll see if we can find any more of them as we go around the map. But if you just look out onto this map, it's early morning right now, 8 o'clock. So it's a little bit dark, but a lot more detail on this map than like Big Fields Farm. You know, the fields are still pretty flat. There's a little bit of elevation in some of them. Very, very worker friendly for sure. And we'll come back over here to our main farm. And it looks like you're going to be able to have another entrance back here. So none of these garages you can pull through. But you can definitely just use this area right back here to park more vehicles in. And be able to get to the roads back there. We're going to come back across over here. Once again, there's that building there. Nothing really else over there. This drives all the way through out to this road over here. So it stops there at the signs and the train tracks, as you can see. But it does go this way. So you do have a couple of options on how to get into your farm. It's really, really cool buildings over there. I can't wait to get walking around this and take a look. You know, here's some other equipment that you have starting out. You got a Rosselmash, I believe it is. Yeah, the Rosselmash RSM 161. Sorry, it's a train. And you've got the nice header here. You've got a couple nice trailers right here. Oh, and you can actually tell them apart. They're different colors too. That's nice. And the big boy right here, the Fendt 1050. Absolutely workhorse. We're going to be using this one to drive around the map. But you do have one field that's ready to be harvested right here. Looks like it's going to be wheat. Pretty typical. And you have another one down there that's close to being ready. Not sure what the crop is on that one yet. But let's go ahead and hop up in here and pull forward a little bit. We're going to go around the map a little bit. Ooh, actually, wait. I need to show you guys all the equipment. All right, so when you start from scratch or Farm Manager, it's 405 slots. All right, 405. And if you start from New Farmer, it's going to be 579. So let's take a look at what all we get. So you're going to have a Valtra N174 right here with 201 horsepower. Pretty decent. Next, the piece that we're sitting in right now, the Fendt 1050, going to be 517 horsepower. Absolutely awesome. The Rosselmash, we already talked about that one. You got the 2 trailers. You got the header. You've got a Veristad Carrier XL 825 cultivator. You've got the Lemken Solitaire 12. This is going to be your seeder. You've got, oh, nice, a lime spreader, a fertilizer spreader. You got a front weight. Now, these are the the other objects that were discussed in the description. These are your pens, right? We have a large sheep pasture, which is 250, a cow pasture, which is only 50. You have a horse paddock, which is 16, obviously. Pig enclosure, which is 100. Large chicken coop, which is 400. Here's your large grain silo. It's going to hold 800,000 liters for you. Absolutely monster. Now, it shows 2 different images up there, but it's actually only one, and they're just showing it from 2 different angles to make it look different in the image here. Easy shed number 3, easy shed number 2, and your power washer. So you've also got the farm barn, the farm garage, the lights and props on the main farm. So this extra decoration that's around the farmhouse is 90,000. So absolutely perfect. Let's take a look here at some additional things. You do have a sleep trigger that if you do not want to use that farmhouse and you want to use a different one, sell it off, and here you go. You can do that right there. Only $1,000. Sheds, nothing extra there. Decorations, you've got your typical stuff right here. Silos, you are going to be able to put that one in by itself. Awesome. That's great. Miscellaneous, nothing there. Animal pens, all the standard ones. So that's going to be it for all that extra stuff. So let's look at the PDA now. Here is the PDA. As you can see, we are right down here in this section right now. So this is your main farm. Going to be right in here. Your building, your sheds are right in here, and your silo is right here. Now, if you see the green line on there, that green line is your train. It's going to go all the way around. It's not like the outside, but it's going to be pretty good distance all the way around. What we're going to do, I don't think we need to take a look at all the animal pens and things like that. We're going to jump around to all the locations on the train here really quickly, and then we'll start driving around and looking at the rest of them. So the first one I want to go to on the train, since the train goes this direction here, I want to come in down here to the train station mill. So here we go. So this is what it's going to look like. Big, nice, huge building. This is probably the one that we see from our farm. I think our farm's right there. So yes, it is. So you have a sell point here on the front side, and if you come around to the back, you're going to see, boom, right there. And if you notice, there is nothing over the top. So that means you cannot store here. You can only sell here. All right, we're going to take a look at that too. You have a sell points on the railroad, and you have store points on the railroad. So this one is not a storing point. It's only a sale point. All right, next we're going to come around over here to the railroad silo west. So once again, nice point right here. You're going to pull up, put your grain in right there. When you come around here to the backside, you're going to see that you actually have a chute coming out here. So this is one that you're going to be able to store into and then fill up on the train. All right. So let's look and see. Railroad silo west. Does it have? It doesn't. Awesome. So there's no point on here to be able to sell. So this is a storing point only. Only storing. And like I said, this is here on the, I guess you could call it west side of the map because it's the west side. Next, we're going to come up here to grain mill. So once again, this is where you're going to sell at. And this is a lot smaller. A lot smaller. What does that say up there? Can I see it? Oh, wow. That's a very powerful flashlight. All right, and we're going to come around right here. Doesn't look like there's much here, but there is. This is going to be a selling point also. So your north and south looks like it's going to be your selling points, and your east and your west look like they are going to be storage points. So we're going to come to the railroad silo east now. Once again, a nice spot to be able to store at. You got the arm coming down that you can fill up your trucks or your trailers. And right here, same thing, another chute coming out over here to be able to go into the train. Or you can unload from the train into here also. So, absolutely awesome. Now let's come down here to the grain elevator east. Let's take a look and see what this one is. So another spot right here. So that's different. It's over there instead of right close to it. But I don't see a way that you're going to be able to do anything with the train here. So there's no markings anywhere on the ground. Oh, here it is, right here. So this spot here, you're going to be able to sell on the train too. So 3 spots on the train that it looks like you're going to be able to sell. That's going to be the grain elevator east, the grain mill, which is north, and south is the train station mill. So really, really cool. And I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but there is a really big building right here that you're going to be able to use for storage if you'd like to. Another easy shed. Boom, right there. That is awesome. Just kind of stuck out here. You know, while we're here, let's go ahead and take a look here at the BGA. Now, you are going to need to own this, but look how huge this is. This is absolutely massive, massive bunker silos. Wow, NinjaCurt. Somebody really likes silage. That's awesome. I mean, you've got fields, big enough fields to be able to do it. But let's look at the PDA and see exactly how much this place costs us. So right here, $611,520. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not cheap. Not cheap at all. Let's look at some of the other prices on the fields. So 43 is going to be 1.7 million almost, but it's 25 hectares. If you've got some normal fields like right in here, yours are going to be 190,000, 212,000, and they're not bad fields. If you look at I've got precision farming on, so if you look at the field info, there's some pretty good soil distribution in there. I mean, this one down here still isn't bad. I don't know if there's really... Oh, there's a bad field. Yeah, that one's... I mean, it's 92%, not horrible, but I would probably stay away from that one. You look over here in some of these other less expensive fields, 293, but it's not really that good on the soil composition. I mean, there's a decent one, 112%. The smallest field that we have, though, I think is field number 5. 0.14 hectares. It's 100% silty clay, which is going to be 90% on the yield. I know it says 89, but it's 90. So it's going to be $30,000. If you come down here to field 25, it's 39. And this one is 3888. So, yes, field 5 is the absolute cheapest one that you are going to be able to get. You've got some areas around here like this. This must be your forestry areas. So it looks like all the way to the outside of the map, you are going to be able to purchase and use. You've got the beach over here. If you want to own it, it's $211,000 by itself. But like smaller fields like this, 116, 343. You come back up over here, not great. If you wanted to buy all of this area here with all your sell points and everything like that, it's 1.426 million. So pretty expensive. But we've already looked at BGA. We've looked at the sell points along the railroad tracks. Let's go ahead and drive around and take a look at the other sell points that we have on the map. There's not that many. There's a couple here. There's a couple here. We've already kind of looked at this one here, and we're going to go down and look at the sawmill and then up here at the port. So let's just go drive around. I'll see you guys at the first one. All right, we are down here. Let me turn my mini map back on. We are down in the bottom southwest corner of the map down here, and what we have is a port selling point. Oh, look, you got another building right back over there too. I did a horrible job with that camera, but it's right there. Absolutely awesome. You got a nice little roundabout here because they understand you're going to need some room to be able to get in and out of here. So nice port selling point right here. You're going to be able to make your way around and through all the obstacles. It's like a maze. But you're going to come around over. Ooh, and I guess that's the wall. Alright, that is the wall right there, everyone. You guys get to experience what it's like to be a driver some days. Alright, so there we go. Be careful, because you can still see the marks on the wall. Right there. Alright, so your sell point is going to be here, and I'm sure that's going to mess some people up if they're not expecting that. So right there's your sell point. Absolutely awesome. And then you're going to be able to drive around, maybe. Oh, see, it's right there again. You're going to... Man, you've got to be really careful, because you're going to hit that. Like, I'm hitting it right now. Right? So keep it tight to the building. Definitely keep it tight to the building. That is a horrible spot, in my opinion, for a sell point, without something there telling you you're going to nail those walls. Alright, now we're going to come back over here to the sawmill. Alright. Come through here. I don't see anything else over there. Sometimes these places have like buy points for things, but I don't see any of that. And that's going to be your wood chip station right there. Dump them in there, and this is going to be where you're going to sell logs at. So that's everything down here on this corner. And let's take a look at the prices. So it is actually named Port Grain Elevator and Sawmill. So Port Grain Elevator is right here. So it's going to take all your base crops. It's going to take, potatoes, sugar beet, sugar cane, eggs, milk, and that's it. And then Sawmill is going to take just wood. Only wood. Alright, and I'm getting hit by traffic, so be careful about that. Traffic doesn't appear to be wanting to slow down if you're halfway in the way. So I'm going to drive up to the next one, and I want to just show you guys what the fields and everything look like. Really, really nice. Like I said, a little bit of elevation on some of it, but for the most part, pretty flat. Really worker friendly. Shouldn't have a problem at all. You've got a beach over there. It's got some cool rock formation. Looks like you might be able to go swimming. There's some buoys out there and some ships you could get on. Just try not to drive them into the Suez Canal, right? So I wanted to show you guys the boat ramp right here also. It's right about in the middle of your map, right? It's on the main road that attaches to your house and your main farm. And when I came down here, I got the tractor stuck. Don't hit the boats. There's these wooden boats that are here for decoration. They're non-movable. But here's water. All right, you are gonna be able to get water right here, no problem. Don't back in too far, or you will drown your tractor, as I did there. So I'm gonna have to go grab one of the other ones, and we'll keep making the tour. So I decided, since I had to get the other tractor, I wanted to go ahead and show you where the spinnery is, and it's gonna be right here. It's really, really easy to get into. It seems like you're not gonna have any problems there. And it's right here along the railroad tracks. Now you've also got the other, sorry for the camera angle, you got the other west sale point that's going to be right there for your grains, right along the tracks. So perfect. And we're going to come back this way, and this is the shop that we showed you earlier at the very beginning of the video. And what we're going to do is take a left-hand turn here and go up through town, kinda a little bit. There's a couple sell points up over here that I wanted to show you also. Doesn't look like you've got any other buildings and things that you can put stuff into, but a nice little town area right here. Lots of little sheds, gated yards. Alright, so that's nice. I wonder if that plays music at 12 o'clock. So we've got a supermarket right here. Oop, that's not where I wanted to be yet. It's the next spot. Sometimes the supermarket you can sell at, but not this one. This is going to be it right here. So this is the sell point. Going to be right here. And let's take a look at the actual map and see what this one is called. So this one is called the bakery. Perfect. So the bakery is going to take all your base crops. It's going to take potatoes, sugar beet, sugar cane, eggs, milk, and that's it. Alright, so you got a lot of options to sell a lot of things. Looks like you have a soccer field right here. So are you going to be able to drive all the way around this? Yes, you will. So you can drive all the way around the back of all the buildings. No problem there. Just watch out for traffic. And then you're going to come in over here. Your animal dealer is going to be right here. So where you're going to be able to buy your animals at. Perfect. Looks like we have a couple different spots like here, right here. Oh, is that fuel? Yep. Looks like you've got another fuel point right there. And then bales are going to go right there. Let's look at the map though and see. Yeah, that's what's going on. So you've got the barn and the gas station. Two separate things. Alright, so the barn is going to take your silage, straw, hay, and grass. And that's it. Alright, so do you have anywhere to sell manure? I do not see anything right now. We're going to have to buy the BGA here in a little bit and take a look at that. One other thing while we're right here, I wanted to go ahead and show you that on your base crops, you do have 400,000 liter capacity at the railroad silos. Since you have two of those, that means they're 200,000 a piece. So keep that in mind. You do have a total of 1.2 million liters of capacity of all your base crops, right? We know the one at the farm is also bulk, so that 800,000, you can store all these other items here, but your silos at the railroad station will not hold that. So, let's see, where do we want to go next? Next. Let's run over here to the lumberyard, and then we'll finish off up here at the Port Northwest. So I'm going to jump across over here and then up. And it seems like it's pretty easy to get around on this map. All the roads are connected well. It's not a confusing map at all. So we'll run across here, and I'll see you guys over there at the lumber yard. Note to self: do not drive into the tunnel. You're not going to be able to. These are quite deceptive. That's as far as you're going to be able to get right there. There's other ones up on the north side of the map, and it's the same thing. I was testing them out earlier, and I somehow like teleported outside the map, and I couldn't get back in. Like, no matter what I tried, I couldn't get back in. I had to get out of the game completely. So be careful when you're around those edges there. And as you can see, like, this is field number 24, that super small field that we were looking at. That's all it is right there. And there's field 25. So field 5 up here on the other side, that's got to be an incredibly small map. Not sure what's going on with this edge here. That's really interesting. Oh, I guess it's just the edge of the field and they just have grass planted on the inside. Okay. So we're up here at the lumber yard now. We have a gas station right there. We have another gas station that's going to be over here at a more of a service station type thing. You've got a repair shop right here. This is not your main shop, but it is another repair option right here. You got an ATM also, so that's really cool. But across the yard, or across the road, sorry, is going to be your sawmill, or lumber yard. This is where you're going to be able to sell your logs at, right here. And then if you come around right here, that is wood chips. And as you can see, you've got roads that lead up into all that. So you've got a lumber yard very, very close to where all your trees are going to be at. Great idea. Absolutely great idea. But we're going to keep making our way across the top of the map here. And you guys can see there's a little bit more elevation up here, but it's only in the wooded areas, right? So you're not going to have a lot of elevation on your fields at all. I mean, you can see a slight elevation when you look at it. They raise up just a little bit, but NinjaCurt is really big on not having those be too high. I know Big Fields Farm, he increased them a little bit, but it's nothing like what you would see in the real world. You know, like large elevation changes. So like I said, we're getting up here really, really close to this other port. This was the north sell point here on the railroad. So really, really nice. You do have another storage shed. It's gonna be right over there. We're actually getting ready to turn that direction, and then we'll go left on the map. That stop sign is a little bit close to that corner. So you'll have these dotted around. I haven't showed you guys all of them. There are more up here, but you've got them around. So if you don't want to use your main farm and you want to use one of these just to kind of work out of, then absolutely you can. So this is the one that I somehow managed to teleport myself outside the map. But that's all that field is. So for $30-some thousand right there, that's your field. That's tiny. Absolutely tiny to me. I get it, but that is tiny. So you can go driving through there, but it's going to be kind of the same thing. You're going to run into a wall at some point. I found it was kind of varying depending on where I was at in there. I was walking and not driving though. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down over here to the next entrance. Well, the next entrance. Sorry. And that's going to get us into our port area that we really want to be at. Here's another shed here on the left. Got them concrete blocks way out of the ground on that one. Holy cow. So we're going to enter in right here. Alright. First thing we're going to do, make a left-hand turn. And right here. Now why the other one couldn't be this easy, I have no idea. But here it is. We're going to go ahead and drive around just a little bit more to show you guys if there's anything. And there's a wall. All right, so that is the wall right there. So I guess we're gonna be able to turn. Nope, and you can't turn either. So this sell point, holy cow, is at the absolute top, and you're not gonna be able to really turn around. Like, you're hitting a wall right there. Like, I'm sorry. This is... You can see the texture change. You can't really see it from here, but if you're over here, you can see it, right? That is the edge. That's the corner of the map that you're going to be able to get to. So trying to get a trailer in there and then, like, turn that way. Is there an exit even down here? Like, I'm not trying to, like, speak badly of the map, but things like that are the reason people don't want to play maps sometimes. There's no exit down here. So, I mean, trying to turn around a trailer, like, if you wanted to play halfway realistically, right? I mean, that's going to be such a pain. You think you've got all this room, but you're actually going to have to back in if you want to be able to use that sell point. Or just cut through the grass. But that's not real. I know it's nitpick, but, I mean, really, come on. Like, put it somewhere else so it makes sense. Well, everybody, I'm not going to end this video on a negative note. We're going to go down and check out the beach. It looks really, really cool. You got pedestrians down here that are walking. I've got to be careful not to put another one of these tractors in the water. You got chairs you could relax on. You've got some volleyball you could play. I don't know if you could cut down the palm trees. But, yeah, it's cool. You got the boats going around out there. I'm going to miss all these people. Like, not hit them. Miss them. So, yeah, that's going to be it for today, everybody. If you want to stay up to date on all my latest console map tours, think about hitting that subscribe button. And if you do, hit the notification bell, too. Have a great day, everybody. Until next time, this is Driver53, signing off.